I gotta elevate. I've been praying to God for a better way. I concentrate on my goals and I meditate. Make sacrifices, put time and I dedicate. I gotta elevate. I'ma make sure the family forever straight. They wouldn't listen, now I gotta devastate. I'm on your ass and I won't let you get away. I gotta elevate. I've been praying to God for a better way. I concentrate on my goals and I meditate. Make sacrifices, put time and I dedicate. I gotta elevate.
What up, everyone? This is the Shorty Logic Podcast. I am your host, Shorty Logic, and here are my co-hosts. Go ahead and start to introduce yourselves.
I'm Rob.
What up, Rob?
You call me Big Rob.
You got Lamont Dawson, the one and only. How y'all doing?
And Lamont St. Louis finest KOT Shally politician. We here.
So yeah, we got a good one tonight. Hey, I think we're gonna have a good one tonight, man. So we gonna do some reaction to videos, and basically tonight is gonna be Gentleman's Night, man-to-man, deep conversation, and healing. So we're gonna hold ourselves accountable, and let's do what we do. We're gonna go ahead and start with. First, I got a question for y'all. If y'all can take anyone and sit down and have a conversation with, dead or alive, who would it be and why?
Oh, that's a good one right there.
Anyone, go ahead and start.
Is that male or female?
It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Anyone, dead or alive,
Okay.
don't matter.
Okay.
God. I would like to have a conversation with God.
Go ahead. You go first, Rob. Oh, God. Okay.
I got to think on this one a little bit.
Yeah, that was a little heavy. That was a little heavy. That was a little heavy.
Yeah, you said you was going to ease into it. You
You went hard off top.
On top, baby. And you know what? I like what Lamont said. I like that, but I'm gonna stick with mine. If I could take anyone if I can sit down and have a conversation with anyone dead or alive, I would take my 15-year-old self. I would tell him, you know what I'm saying, be more patient.
That's deep.
What you went through when you went through with your family is not your fault. You know, take it easy. When it comes to dating, take more time. Don't rush into things. You know, learn. Make sure when you're talking to a woman, make sure you're engaging and not just hearing, but you're also engaging in her conversation. I can go on and on with that, but yeah, that's what I'll do. But we're gonna go ahead.
Me, I think I would.
Go ahead, Kelly.
Oh, go ahead, Kelly.
No, that was Rob. Go ahead, Rob.
Okay.
Go ahead, Rob. Go ahead.
Appreciate it. If I could have a conversation with anybody, it would be my grandfather. So my grandfather passed away in '88, but he was basically the only male figure that I had in my life. And the questions that I would ask him would be, do you look at me as your definition of a man, and have I made you proud? A lot of people tell me that I have self-control like my grandfather, even though I have a little bit of my mother and father here and there, especially people who run into me that ain't seen me since I was a kid. They always tell me, man, you look just like your mama or you look just like your daddy. And I'll take it
right
as long as I don't act like those two, because I've always tried to be my own man, try to stand on my own 2 feet,
right,
and just try to exemplify what my grandfather did, because he was all about family, and I'm all about family.
Okay. Hey, that was deep. Hey, Auntie.
Well, I'm gonna flip it. I'm gonna say, since my father's still alive, 79, 80 years old, I get the opportunity to talk to him every single day, and I'm able to get all the wisdom and game and all the life lessons that I get and can continue to get as long as he's still able to talk. And I think that's a blessing just in itself to even be on this earth that long. And a lot of times, I think a lot of people don't really take advantage of people or take advantage of opportunities when someone is still here. And I'm not gonna never not sell that short that I'm blessed to still have that opportunity.
Okay.
You know, when we was talking about that, and I said
All right.
God,
Okay.
the reason why I chose God is because if God is the supreme being, out of high power, out of most high, I want to know why things are like they are. Meaning, why is it that I feel like God? To me, this is my opinion. I feel like God is kind of like a woman because every time you think you got something figured out, He throws something else in there to interject that and change it. And like dealing with the female species, which is supposed to be our mate, trying to have an understanding of the female species, that's totally different. And when we talk about, our fathers, in my opinion, if he's the supreme father, if you believe in that higher power, I feel like all the answers and everything in life I would want to ever know will be with there. From slavery to understanding women, to understanding myself, and the difference between being a younger self and being an older self. And also, like Rob said, having them patience.
Right. And I agree. I agree with everything you were saying because that'll be a good one to sit down and talk to. But like I said, I would take my 15-year-old self because a lot of things that I went through that could have from 19 and up, a lot of things could be prevented from me doing. It was my fault. Things that I did. So I would sit myself down and tell them this, and that instead of take this path instead of that path. But we all still have to learn. So that's why I say I take my 15-year-old self, especially me growing out without a father. You know what I'm saying? So I'm 35 years old and I still want that. But that's why I am with my son. But I would tell myself what happened right there is not your fault. So you shouldn't try to take that on. Even as an adult right now, I still try to take that on. But we're going to go ahead and get into the first video. Oh,
He
here we
cannot
go.
protect what he does not have authority over. And if a woman wants a man to lead her, to cover her, to protect her, he cannot do that if he's not in the proper position. And if a woman only sees authority as dominion, or if she sees it as bondage, restriction, limitation, she won't ever really truly be able to embrace the fullness of God's divine order and the benefit and the fruit that comes from it. And many times abuse, mistakes, and other people's offenses will keep a woman from surrendering or submitting or permitting authority in that area. And many times a man, the lack of teaching, the lack of example, and the lack of leadership will cause him not to assume that position. But if there's ever going to be a divine flow inside of the home, he can't lead without authority. Amen.
Ooh, that's deep. That's deep. That's deep. Hey, let's start with you,
My
Rob.
connection was bad. I didn't get none of that.
Yeah, your internet kind of bad.
Hey, you ain't gotta touch my internet. It's good, man. Something going. I done got a new device. So my internet can't be my internet. I got a new device. Don't do it to me. I got a whole new device, man.
That baby. Hey, but what you gotta say about that? That was deep.
You talking to me?
Yeah.
I'm not one that focuses on authority and stuff like that. I mean, that's just not me. I mean, if the chemistry is
Right.
not there, then it's not going that's not gonna work. Obviously, I'm one to compromise and talking is what leads on a healthier relationship. You know, because you're gonna have some women out here in this world that their expectations is high, and a man can't meet those expectations. So what are they supposed to do? You know, they can turn around, they can do
That is
anything
true.
in the world. They can do anything in the world that, in their eyes, that they're bringing what they can to the table. But for some women, it's just not good enough. So I think some of the
I feel
females had talked about that before or whatever, being able to sit down and talk to the person straight up, you know, just like, this is what I expect, this is what I can offer. I will turn around and I will
okay.
do whatever I can. I will be whoever you want me to be, but this is what I have. And you can either accept it or not accept it, you know.
Okay. Lamont, what you got, Lamont?
My nephew, I thought it was my nephew.
I'm thinking, you know, what Rob is talking about, you know, sometimes when you run into certain women and a man, you know, we're visually stimulated, I keep saying that. Normally what you see is what you get. And sometimes we have women, can y'all hear me okay?
Yeah.
I'm a little hoarse right now,
Yeah,
and I
we hear you.
apologize, it's from the weekend. But hold on. Here. Hold on, I'm gonna put my headset on. So, and then, you know, you meet some women and they're like, well, I'm gonna get him here. And maybe wherever we at in life is where we want to be at, where maybe we're very comfortable where we at. And it don't make you a loser, I don't make you less of a man. But with that, if I'm telling you, this is what I got, like what Rob said, this is what I got, this is what I can offer you, and this is what I can do if we're growing together, I'm not gonna take whatever my resources may be or whatever my heart may be and lay it on the platter, and you ain't earned that. I'm gonna be reserved, and as we get to know each other, and as we get to mingle, and as we get to come together, I'm gonna open up more. But I don't want to take and get my heart stepped on or my means of whatever it may be stepped on because you taking me for granted because you feel like you a woman, and I'm not gonna bash a woman, but because you got the honey pot that you just deserve all of this. That's not the way it's gonna work.
My phone.
Okay. Kelly, what you got?
But like I said, it was choppy. I didn't really get it. So I'll get to the next one, man. If we get enough video, I'll be good.
Do you want me to play it again for you?
Play it again for me, Negro.
Yeah.
He cannot protect what he does not have authority over. And if a woman wants a man to lead her, to cover her, to protect her, he cannot do that if he's not in the proper position. And if a woman only sees authority as man cannot protect what he does not have authority over. And if a woman wants a man to lead her, to cover her, to protect her, he cannot do that if he's not in the proper position. And if a woman only sees authority as dominion, or if she sees it as bondage, restriction, limitation, she won't ever really truly be able to embrace the fullness of God's divine order and the benefit and the fruit that comes from it. And many times abuse, mistakes, and other people's offenses will keep a woman from surrendering or submitting or permitting authority in that area. And many times a man, the lack of teaching, the lack of example, and the lack of leadership will cause him not to assume that position. But if there's ever going to be a divine flow inside of the home, he can't lead without authority. Amen.
I would say this here is everything that Rod said, everything Lamont said, I agree. You know, is to a certain extent, basically, a lot of women want a leader, but they don't know how to allow that man to be the leader. You know what I'm saying? So it's not about being like authority. It's about, you know what I'm saying, letting him make the choices, make the decisions, you know what I'm saying, but also guide him. But they are so used to doing everything alone, but when they do come across a man that's actually got his stuff together and know how to lead, I feel like they don't want to, or they don't allow them to lead.
Well, he was talking about a divine authority, meaning what God has put. Yeah, he had put on what God has put on his heart, or what God has ordained for a household to be. I mean, let's be real. In 2024, it's going to be very difficult for someone to fall in line for a whole lot of things that used to happen years ago. But also at the same time, what is it that you're really doing to really be in leadership? I mean, because if you don't really have all your things in order to really be in position to be a leader in your own house, because I mean, a lot of cats, I mean, let's be clear. I mean, you laid up, man, got your shoes and socks off, you on the couch, you chilling. I mean, it is what it is.
That's true.
I mean, that's true. I mean, let's be real. I mean, that don't happen over here. And I'm sure it don't happen to 4 people that's on this right now. But I'm saying, I mean, let's just do a general census of what's really reality. And I think a lot of people, men and women, don't live in reality. It's that simple.
Well, you know, I'm with you. And when you talking about the reality, first of all, if I'm going that way, you know, I'm like, for me, you know, I don't want a girlfriend or somebody I can just take and smash, because that ain't nothing new. When I'm thinking about it is, I'm going to lead by example, first having God head of my household, men head of me. And then if God's head of me, and I'm not going to say Jesus, if God is head of me and I'm living my life as good as I can, following the church. Actually, I ain't going to even say following the church. I'm going to say following God's teachings. And I'm demonstrating that to my woman, and I'm being that, you know, to my significant other, and I'm being that leader. You know, we're going to have struggles, but that's where we come together and we put that holy book, you know, we let that holy book teach us. Not, you know, we walk, we follow Jesus, you know, we try to follow Jesus, but we live by God's teachings. That's what I'm going to say with that, you know.
Yeah, and we got a comment from Charmaine. She said, what do men do to show ladies that men are leaders? Have everyone's best interests, like Kelly said. So,
kind of like what Kelly said, a lot of us are not doing that.
And that's true.
You know, I fell short on that myself and still fall short on it. You know, go ahead, Kelly.
Well, I'm saying, I'm not saying that to bash anybody or to even say what's missing. I'm saying the majority of what needs to happen doesn't. And that's the problem. A lot of times when you start having real conversations about what should really happen in a household, if you are in a serious committed relationship with a woman and, let's say, a family.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I think Rob's committed in a relationship. I'm married. Lamont, certified player. Javon, y'all certified players. That's a different situation because you got different things, you know, different things that you can do and can't do. You follow what I'm saying? And once you get out of those certain stages of life, I mean, Rob, did I throw you in the bus? Did I throw you in the bus, my bad? Did I throw you in the bus, my bad? If I did, I'm sorry, sir. but hey, I know Devontae, because we watch him work. We watch him work. Hey, his wife is he's a social media guy. I watch him work. You know what I mean? So I'll just speak on him. I'm not gonna speak on nobody else. I'll speak on Shorty Logic. Shorty Logic. I will speak on him. Hey, so him himself, he's different than everybody else that's on this platform right now. You know what I mean? But hey, I would say this.
I've been there.
No, I didn't say you didn't. We're talking about present time right now. I know you've been up. No, I know you've been up. But I'm saying, I say this. we all go through phases. We all have maturity levels that we need to get to. There's also a lot of time we don't take cues. We don't look at red flags. It's all type of stuff that we can unfold or we can unveil. But at the end of the day, it's up to us. It's up to you.
Right.
If you want to be the responsible guy that you're supposed to be, and we're not going to get too heavy in religion, but we can. But if God ordained you to be the responsible guy, that is what it is. And I think that if you do your part in a lot of situations, it's going to work out where it's supposed to. And if it don't, we can always do something different.
Do something different, right? I feel that. So, hey, that was y'all said some good things right there. You know what I'm saying? So we can go ahead and move on to the next video. Kelly, this is your video.
Yeah.
Anybody dating up here is dating above what they willing to embody. I think a lot of people out here are asking for things that they not willing to embody. You know what I'm saying? It's a lack of qualified men. Like, you gotta have the money, the emotional availability, the emotional intelligence. Like, all right, cool. Do you have all that too, though? Like, nah, just on some cool, like, because the stats say likely no. The money that men are being asked to have now, statistically, most Americans don't make. So I know most of the women asking them to have it also don't got it. That's why, like, when Ace earlier was saying, like, shorty, you make 65 and he make 40. It's not that big of a difference in how y'all living, especially if your income to debt ratio ain't straight.
Yeah, because you got hair and nails, and that is
You know what I'm
expensive.
saying? Like, if your spending habits not in, so it's like you punching down on who are actually right inside your range. You feel me? Like, you think you too good for some that you standing in. You feel like, be realistic about what you need, what you want, and cut the superficial out. Like, the superficial is extra, bro. Like, what partner do you need as a human being? And go find them. You know what I'm saying? Because circumstances change. You up right now, but you might be up in the next 2 weeks.
Go ahead, Kelly. Throw what you got to say about that. That was yours.
So let me be real. But I'll add this. Somebody or someone's expectations of what they willing to bring to something can be the ultimate demise from the get-go, from the start. Because I don't think really people really understand making 65,000, 50,000, 100,000, what that really looks like in a paycheck every 2 weeks or every week, or have you get it. Legal money.
Right.
We ain't talking about streets, we're talking about legal money.
Legal money,
So
right.
when someone really says, this is what I make, or this is what I got, and this is what I have, and these are my finances, I don't think that people can take into real accountability or to an account of what that looks like once, taxes or whatever's taken out, or once I'm paying bills or whatever I'm doing. So when someone says, well, I need a person that makes this, do you really understand what that really is? And what do you make and what do you have? Because if you're talking about you make $30,000 or $32,000, let's do the math. $15 an hour. That's not even $30. That's not even $30,000 a year. It should be real. And most adults. So most people that's making that, that's talking about, I want a man that makes $100,000 or 90 or whatever, is really living in a fairy tale. And what else you got to offer besides some good looks and the good again? I mean, let's be real.
Here's the thing with
we
it,
got to be
Kelly.
honest, man.
Kelly, here's the thing with it. When you making that money, if you say you're making 100,000, whatever you're making, right? Let's just say you're making 100 grand.
Right.
A lot of women, in my experience, and I'm not bashing no woman, to make that kind of money, you spend a lot of time away from home. And when you come home, you're tired. I went to work at 6 o'clock this morning. I got off work at 6:30. And I still had to do the mother things. I still had to pick my daughter up from school, take her home, get my truck, and and I have a little time to myself. That's why I'm not at the home. I'm outside at the waterfront. to have me some me
Right.
time, but still try to be that
Right.
daddy. And I still got to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning. But people don't know what it takes to make 100 grand. But I'm gonna use this for an example. So last Thursday, my check was 1805. I own my own truck. But when I paid my truck note and my car note, I was negative $300 for that week. The following week, my check was $3,600. The week before that, my check was $2,600. But what people don't understand, I don't have a mortgage. But when that truck breaks, my truck was down for a week. So every day you losing between $500 and $1,000 a day that you're not grossing.
Right.
Then on top of that, you still got to pay for that truck to get out of the shop, which was $3,500. People don't know what it takes to make that money if you're self-employed. And I make over 100 grand, but I'm just saying, and the amount of work you do. So when I get off on the weekend, when I get off at night, I'm not trying to do that. Let's go out to eat Monday through Friday because I'm
Mm-hmm.
tired and I want to go home. Like right now, I ain't took a shower. What is it now? I'm 15 hours in the front right now. I still got on a work shirt. People don't know what it takes to make that money.
They
It's a hell
know.
of a sacrifice to make. Even to make 50, $1,000 a week. You putting in work.
Yeah. And say Charmaine got put a comment. She basically said, I think average women date who they attract to and vibe with. Only certain type of women are on the hunt for millionaires, and they say that up front and have all the church. So basically, what I'm saying, but I get what you're saying, Charmaine. I get
What
what
you
you're
got to
saying.
say, Rob? Go ahead, Rob. Go ahead, Rob.
Go ahead, Rob.
Go ahead, Rob. Your head. Go ahead, Rob.
My personal opinion, I think that women, depending on the age, look for ready available.
Yeah,
They
I can
looking
agree
for
with
the
that.
man who turns around, who has everything right there at their hand, at their fingertips. You see what I'm saying? They're not looking for that person who
Right.
goes here and who will work 70, 80 hours, um, even 100 hours with overtime every 2 weeks and get paid every 2 weeks. They looking for somebody who turn around who has it right then and there and they can get it. The
Right.
problem is, the problem is they don't understand the smoke that they got to take, the aggravation that they got to take that goes along with that readiness. They'll have a man who turn around and have them show up from head to toe, to
Mm-hmm.
take them here and there, wherever they want to go at. But will be the same one that will dog her, go out, cheat on her, put hands on her, all this old type of stuff. But then they got their girlfriends in the background on the back. Well, girl, he turn around, he do this and he do that, but they don't understand. They don't know, or she hasn't told them all the problems that comes along with that.
Right.
But then you turn around and you got a good man, uh, goes to work, makes an honest living, makes $60,000, and come to
You can
him,
make
well,
30. Huh?
baby, you know what I'm saying?
You can make 30.
We I don't have it right now to take you out to eat to this restaurant, but when I get paid next week
Right.
or week after next, we can go here, we can go there because I got responsibilities.
You got to
Some,
budget. You got to
yeah,
budget it. You
some
got to
women,
budget.
some women they ain't looking for that.
No.
Nah,
No, no,
if I got
no.
to
No, they're
wait,
not.
if I got to wait for you to turn around and take me here, and take me there, like such and such did, or whatever, then I don't even want to go, or I'll find some other way, which leads to I'll find somebody else who's going to take me.
Find a simp. She'll find
Right?
a simp.
Well,
Yeah.
John said a good man is worth more than gold.
That's
Absolutely.
true.
Well, man,
Yeah.
look,
That's
man,
true.
and look, we
I
price
agree.
commodity, man. Look. We last for damn breed. These four bros here, we last for damn breed.
I'm
Yes,
gonna
sir.
throw something. I'm gonna throw something. You know what Rob was saying. I got a buddy I work with, and I didn't witness it myself, but on his anniversary, they was out, I think, at Roof Chris. And I know what kind of money he makes because we work at the same place.
Mhm.
And from word of mouth, I kind of got an idea what his wife makes. and she called him a broke ass nigga. But he's paying the mortgage.
Wow.
He's paying her car note. He's paying his car note. I think she pays the utilities. And then he'll come home. I never forget, he was on his way home. And sometimes she needs a staycation because she's stressed out. And our jobs that we do are a pain in the ass. They really are. And I'm gonna tell you. And then I always want to argue with them. You know, we got stress at work dealing with folks. Y'all get what I'm talking about, dealing with folks.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
you're not coming home to peace, so his health is bad to me. And I told him, well, first of all, if you tell me you're gonna leave me, but I'm in a different spot, because I've always really had my own place since I left my mama's house. When the fuck, I'm gonna help you pack your bags, I'm gonna help you get on down the road. Because I'm gonna tell you, bro, I'm gonna tell you, I live in the house by my daughter right now. Just me and my daughter,
Yeah.
15-year-old. I spent $1,100 on her birthday Saturday. And I had some friends say, well, why would you do that? I said, well, she didn't have a birthday for 2 years. And I said, let me ask you this. What is my spending? How is my spending affecting you?
True. True.
And shot.
I would rather spend my money on my little girl and 8 of her friends than a random person that you wondering what's gonna come at.
That's true. That's true. And Charmaine said a man who can handle his responsibility, especially what they're looking for.
Not in all cases. Not in all cases.
Not all cases.
Because a man can handle his responsibility, and when you're handling your responsibility, and you're not hanging out in the street with your boys, or you're not ripping around on that motorcycle, then you coming home and you want to do them things with your family, but you may not, like what Rob said, you may not have the money this week because you got responsibilities. If the washer breaks, if your car breaks, you get a flat tire, whatever the case it may be. Now you're a weak ass dude because you ain't got this money. But she done took her money where she can put with you, and she got her hair and nails done, and she's looking at you because she messed her money up. Well, you supposed to have it. And not all the time do we have it. There's nothing wrong with saying I can't do it. I say no more than I say yes. I'm just speaking on me.
And I feel like this.
No.
What you say, Kelly?
Now I'm saying the gender consensus. I mean that's all people that's responsible men. If I don't got it, I don't got it. If I'm going to work and I'm taking care of my responsibilities, if I don't get it, I don't get it. If the water heater bust, which has happened to me within the past 2 months, I don't get it. You know what I'm saying? So it's certain things I got to take care of. It is what it is. When you become a responsible individual.
That's true. And Charmaine said, yes, a woman are looking for responsibility. Only weak women call responsibility weak.
Okay.
So you got anything, Rob? Let me go ahead to the next video.
Go on to the next video, baby.
All right, big dog.
That man's on a date.
Men don't talk. And this is something that we have to look at.
He's on a date.
They're taught to be a man and internalize everything. And then on top of that, us women, we have never learned. We were never taught what it means to create the atmosphere for your man to open up himself to you. And so in times and moments where your man opens up himself to you, it's very hard for you to receive it. In fact, in a moment where you were upset at him, angry at him, mad at him, you used that information that he gave you, which was so sacred, against him. It was a slap to his face. And now you're asking yourself, why doesn't he talk? Why doesn't he want to speak to me? Why isn't he going the same way that he did before? So we have to learn how to create the atmosphere for a man to open up himself to us. But it's imperative that we know that this atmosphere comes from within.
Yeah, so that was my video.
Right.
So that right there, that just goes to show the difference between yesterday and today. So some of our parents or grandparents that was together, that they can say that, you know, they celebrating 40, 50 years
Right.
together or whatever. That's how they live. The man went out, he worked.
You act
The
like that.
wife knew that she worked his tail off. He came home, he had a hot dinner on the table, and the
Right.
first thing that she asked him was,
How was your day?
"How was your day,
How was
baby?"
your day? Man, say it again. How was your day?
Woo.
Today,
That's old
today,
school.
a man turned around and come home. As soon as he hit that door, the first thing the woman say, "Man, you need to get these damn kids, man. And how come you didn't answer the phone when I turned around and was calling you because of this and because of that?" You know what I'm saying? So it would be. I'm not gonna say it would be. It would be nice to go back to those days, but I mean those days are long gone. So we as men got to figure out how we can turn around and we can get back to something like that. Some of us are fortunate that we do have. Well, I'm gonna say I'm not gonna say some of us. I'm gonna say I do. But you know, my woman, she bugs the hell out of me because she calls me like 5 times in a day to ask me what's going on, what I'm doing, and stuff like that. At least wait till I
Right.
get home, because when I get home, we ain't got nothing to talk about. Now we sitting up here both looking at each other stupid.
But she call you though. At least she call you. At least she
Yeah,
call you.
yeah, she
Yeah,
calls
she
me,
call you. And I'm gonna
but
tell you something. That's a beautiful thing for them just to call you and be like, "Hey, baby,
yeah,
I think about you. I love you."
yeah,
Cause I gotta say, I don't have that, which is cool. The one thing I do got, I got still water. I got peace, and I
yeah,
love that peace. I
yeah,
love the idea when I leave the house. If I got this plate in the sink, mine is my 15-year-old. Normally, I know when I come back, I'm gonna have that plate in the sink. If I got money, hypothetically, laying on the table, when I come back, that money's gonna be right there.
Right.
I
right,
like the idea. I ain't gotta worry about nothing being rearranged.
right,
That,
You know, and I love it. I'm gonna tell you, I think the most precious thing, we talk about in a relationship, we talk about finances and stuff.
yeah,
Time, respect, understanding for one another. But
right.
a lot of us, I'm gonna say me, I fight, I balance, I have a difficulty uh dividing working and time at home.
yeah,
That's a battle.
Yeah.
I mean, like even now, before I decide to take a walk on the waterfront, before I decided to make that decision, let me call my baby girl and say she want to come and walk with her daddy.
right,
She like, Dad, I had all the outside I'm gonna have. I'm like, cool.
Right.
But at time, I
But
think we don't give enough. If we gave our relationships as a whole, men and women, if we gave our relationships the time that is truly needed, we turn these phones off, turn all that outside stuff off, and give each other time. I think it's one of the best things we could ever do because we never get time back. We can always make money.
correct.
Hey, I just want to say is, Lamont, you love you, bro.
Boy.
You in the best position in the world, and I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why. So I'm a,
I got
you
I
know,
got ears with me.
I'm a single father. Or now I'm not, but at one point in time I was a single father, and my daughter's 21. So I had custody of my daughter when I was 10 years, when she was 10 years old.
Yeah, I've had mine since she was 2.
Right. I'm telling you, a woman loves to see how a father treats her daughter because when she'll say to herself, if he can treat his daughter that good, I know how good he's gonna treat his woman once he get one.
Right. And I would say this from what you were saying
Hello.
from earlier, from earlier, Rob. I think I would like to go back. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, back then, our grandmother and grandfathers back then, women couldn't work.
Right.
You know, they couldn't work, so men had to pay all these things. And but back then, everything was cheaper too.
Yeah,
Everything was much.
but the whole thing of it was the wife, the housewife. She didn't make the environment no more stressful than what
Then what?
he had already had at work dealing with them. He came home, he found peace. Here Nowadays, some men don't turn around, don't find peace. You know, we either when we us as men now, either we pull up when we pull up in front of the house, we'll sit out there in the car for 15, 20 minutes.
15, 20 minutes.
Dreading on coming into the house because we don't know what we get ready to walk into. Or shoot straight on in the house and say, I got to use the bathroom, going around and lock yourself in the bathroom.
And that's sad.
Right.
Ree said it's how he treat his mother for her.
I can't, you know, when Ree says that, I love my mother. Do not get me wrong. Love my mom. Love my mom.
Tread lightly, Lamont.
Only way I know how to be is direct. I love my mother.
Okay.
Me and my mother live two different. We live totally polar opposites.
Okay.
I would say my mother's more of I'm just gonna say it like it is, more of a Democrat. You know, take care of me type deal. Where I'm more of a teach me how to fish. And I'm gonna teach my youngest how to fish because I'm gonna get out here and grind and I'm gonna get it. I don't want you to give me nothing. Teach me, show me, because I'm gonna make it happen. Option of quitting. I think when Reese said that, I think of my mother. My mother's 69. I think my mother's battle hardened, but I also think my mother's been broken. And I think in that generation of my mother, there's been a lot of broken women. Been with some old sucker type dudes. Doing what you got to do to survive, you know, as a single parent. As a single parent, doing what you got to do. However, a lot of from my life experience, it seems like a lot of our older women don't respond. They don't recover from it. And even now, when you look at the younger generation, I'm gonna talk about my experience Friday. Maybe it was Saturday. I think it was Friday going into Saturday. It might have been Saturday going into Sunday. It's all about a blur to me. Because you had certain things that you could do. I'm going to throw you an example. You had a truck. You know, I got a truck. But I didn't tell you that I want to go and help you get your baby bed or nothing like that. That ain't on my agenda. You know, don't assume because I have a certain thing that I'm about to help you move. That ain't what I'm going to do. I'm just gonna leave it like that. I won't get into a lot of details.
Hey, Lamont, you have a comment. Ebony said, "Hot dog." I agree with Lamont.
Yeah, that's a rarity. That's a rarity. If I can get Charmaine,
I bet she did.
If I can get Charmaine to agree with me, I'll be doing good, dude.
No, that's not gonna happen. Hey, Lamont, that's not gonna happen. That's not gonna happen. That's not gonna never happen.
May my girl, but May don't want to agree with me all the time.
No, she's not gonna agree. She's not gonna agree with nobody but her.
Nobody.
She was rescuing us. She had a cape on. She was rescuing us. Did y'all see
that? But look,
May, I love you, May. May, I love you.
But to piggyback real quick before you read the comment, Jay. How we saw our parents and grandparents and our aunties and uncles, there was never no conversation. There was never no discord in front of children. So you really never really saw what was really happening when they had conversations that were for real. So you really don't really know what mama, daddy, granddaddy, aunties and uncles and older folk, what they really went through. You don't really know that because they never did that in front of their children or your cousins or whatever. If they had a dispute, you never know about it. Now, the aftermath you did see.
Right.
The aftermath, like, dang, aren't they over? Something ain't right. You know, you didn't really know what was going on, but you understood that there's something did happen. But the thing about it was, you talking about 50, 30, 25 years together. Whether they had some other stuff going on or some other ideas or some different situations, they stayed together.
Right.
You know.
Right. So we got 4 comments we missed.
All right.
So Ebony said real talk because moms sometimes treat sons like husbands. Ooh, you hit that's a big one. That's a big one.
Yeah.
That's a big one, yes.
She hit it on the head.
Charmaine said, I agree off top. Put my comment back.
Man.
See?
May, this is our day today, May.
Right.
Last week.
Right. But then Charmaine said, right, respect all people. Taria, hey Riri. I know South Carolina fine is nice and hot over there. But anyway, Kelly, because we stay in with the kids.
She said in the kids' place. In the kids' place.
Well, she didn't say place. She said lace. But
She been playing.
Get the smell right
She might be talking about lace front.
Ooh, whoa, don't go there. Hey, that was a big argument right there.
No. She give me pub, but and Lamont made me shoot the joke. Hey, Rob, calm down over Rob.
Hey, you go.
Hey, somebody didn't use spell check.
Oh, hey, boy, she gonna get you, boy. She gonna get you.
Reese said driving.
Yeah.
Hey, we're going to the other video. This is 2 minutes and 15 seconds.
Okay.
And I have to explain hypergamy to them. They just got it, they loved it, and they loved that I was in my feminine.
I truly appreciate her for saying this because, and I hope y'all just give me a minute, ladies. I just need y'all to understand what I'm about to say. I appreciate her for saying this because me and I've been saying this for a long time. There are a lot of women that I've ran across that probably are good women, but I didn't know that. And the reason why I didn't know that because she was trying to explain to me what she does, how much money she made, like I should be happy, or like, I don't care. Most men don't care. However, we got to this point of women trying to, or thinking men should like what y'all like in us because y'all like what we do for a living. Women like how much money a guy makes. And I understand why. If he gonna be the provider, if he gonna be the leader, he need to make sure that he able to do certain things. I get it. But ladies, what you all like in men does not mean we like that in y'all. It's cool for you to have your own business, you have your degrees. Congratulations. We happy y'all got it. That's not going to make us want to be with you. It's not going to attract us to you. Unless, like she said, trying to use you, finesse you, whatever the case it is. That's not why me, I want to be attracted to you. Once she showed her feminine energy, the men she say she wanted came to her. When we say, where they at? You're not doing the things that attract those guys to you. That's what it is. And we're not insecure about what you do for a living. I have had to put a lot of women in friend zones, whether they celebrities, whether they women influencers, whatever. I articulate that to them. Hey, the reason why I'm putting you in the friend zone is because I've yet to see you as a woman with a man. I've only seen the business woman. I've only seen the career woman. I've only seen the degrees woman. You yet to show me the woman you are with a man. I think this going over there takes some of their heads.
Yeah, I'm gonna start that, Mark. That was my video because I say this all the time. I say this all the time. I get so much flack from this. I want to let women know that it's not that we don't respect it. We just don't. It doesn't weigh in of us choosing y'all. You can have your degrees, you can have your accolades, you can have your accomplishments. You know what I'm saying? But that doesn't make us choose you. You know what I'm saying? That doesn't make you a better mate. You know, for us. I'm not saying we don't respect it. Go get your money, go get your degrees, but don't think that because you have that we gonna automatically choose you. Because you can be the exact same person, but we gonna get a person that don't even have, like the guy said. You know, he didn't like say I've been in that same situation. A woman, I pushed off a woman that she could have been a good woman for me, but she came off about what she's making. You know, what's she doing? What kind of? It doesn't attract me. I don't really care about it. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I gotta say about that. Because I get flack about this so much that someone keeps saying that we don't care about. No, we don't care about when it comes to choosing you. That's all I gotta say about that.
What you get, Rob?
Oh,
I was just gonna say, to me, I mean, money, money and success. That doesn't, that don't faze me at all. Uh,
ooh,
everybody, everybody has had money at one point in time, and everybody has been successful at one point in time.
right.
That doesn't mean that you compatible.
That's true. What you
So
got? What you got, Lamar?
Man, y'all know my thought process. I'm gonna say the same thing I've been saying forever. Men, I've been a man 49 years. I'll be 50 November 26th. We are visually stimulated creatures. Okay? I just told y'all before we got on this real hair. We just had that conversation. I
yep.
told y'all to get me where I'm at right now. Well, I'm gonna let that be.
Oh, shit, that's funny.
I'm on my nonsense right now. But man, ain't no man dating no woman because she's a astronaut. Because she's a psychiatrist. Don't know, man. I don't care about that.
No,
I'm not dating you for that. And that's, I
no.
mean, like May, man, we had this conversation with May a long time ago. A man, we as men, we will represent ourselves a certain way. I.e., one thing I know most men love is their car. Their car. Our cars are normally a representation of us. I could be wrong, but I'm gonna speak on my behalf.
Mm-hmm.
Like I ain't gonna lie. Sunday, I love watching them honeys walk by and look at that bike and know it was mine. Oh man, that shit was so motherfucking hot. Excuse my language, but I did it. I'm keeping it 100. And guess
Yeah.
what? When we was having conversation, it definitely wasn't about no damn degrees, and it wasn't about what they made. Cause I'm gonna tell you, I'm a big dude. But if you look like a if you look like a big trailer and you got on them spandex, hey man, cause God make it ain't don't mean everybody need to wear it. I'm just gonna say it like it is.
I,
I'm done though, cause I'm gonna be bad.
and you know something else? We as men, we don't turn around and we don't introduce our woman as, hey, yeah, I want you to meet, shorty, I want you to meet my lady. This is this is such and she does this.
Thank you, man.
We
You want me
just
to tell you?
say,
Hey,
we
hey,
just say, this is such and such.
I'm,
Yeah.
I'm a,
hey.
Now on the flip side, a woman would be like, hey girl, I want you to meet my friend. This is this is that. And as soon as I walk away, oh yeah, girl, he just turned around and just got a big job up here, such and such. So to them it matters. To
but
us
to
it
us it
don't.
don't matter.
It doesn't. And I was
Don't
about,
care.
and I was about to say something like that too, Rob, because I was about to make damn near the same thing. Because I was saying, as guys, you know what I'm saying, we get a new girl and we go tell our boys, hey, I got this new girl. You know what our guys gonna say? What she looks like.
What she
Man,
look like.
And the women go get a new the woman go get a
what
new
it
dude and
what
want
it do?
and tell their girls about their first thing, tell them what he do or what he
Yep,
What
say.
what it do?
So
what
But
look,
I'm
look,
gonna tell
where
you
look.
he
something.
work at?
But look, let's go even deeper. Let's go even deeper. Let's see how shallow it is on both sides. Because you hear people talking about personality. What's their personality? What are their shortcomings, or what
Yeah,
do they have
I don't
beyond
care
the
about that shit.
superficial stuff of what they look like? Don't nobody care about none of that.
Don't
Don't nobody's not even listening to that.
let me say
Now,
this.
my first thing is this: if he or she is not fine,
It don't matter.
again, if you are not someone that can look at you and say something that is attractive about you at
Yeah,
all,
don't nobody care
that's
about that.
it, bro. That's it.
Hey, let me say this. The most gangster thing I seen this weekend Sunday when I'm at the motorcycle club. Met a tall drink of water, high yellow, tall drink of water. Got a body dress on, right? Man got her hair laid, and she got real hair. She got her hair laid, right? Got on her glasses, looking real sophisticated with this black body dress, these white shoes, and these pretty feet, right? With my French manicure, right? The
Yeah.
most gangster thing in the world. We all out there, and I'm riding with some club brothers, bro, in front of all the fellas. And there might have been 100 bikes out there, right? She
Mm-hmm.
brought her man a drink and grabbed her man and gave him a hug and a kiss. That was the most player thing ever. And guess what? I wasn't looking at her thinking about what degree she got or how much money she got. I was looking at her like, she fine as hell.
Exactly.
Whose woman is she? I'm gonna keep it all the way 100.
Right.
And then when bro kissed her, the only thing I could do is, boy, that's a bad motherfucker right there. And
Yeah.
said he stand up for me for that whole day. I ain't gonna even lie to you. I ain't gonna lie to you at all, man.
But I say all that to say this. Some people are not living in reality. You're not living in reality.
Right.
Yes.
So you're not in reality. What I'm saying is that the reality is this. So, I mean, it's proven fact. We can all Google these, because Google make everything easy now. It's more women than men, period.
Say it again.
So
Say it one
it's
more
more
time.
women. It's more women than men because of the communities.
We can have multiple.
We're not gonna talk about the community, but the communities. So that takes away from options. So there's more heterosexual women than men. So you're gonna have an option to do certain things. And on the flip side of that, no one is asking you, man, so you got your PhD in what? So you was at Ford and you did this? Oh man, you was at G. No, two things. Two things, Gabby. Can we have a real conversation? Because if it's gonna be more than just something that's gonna be a thing that's gonna be physical, can we talk to each other? What is our interest gonna be when we have a conversation with each other? Because if I can't talk to you and you can't talk to me, what is that gonna do to get us past this point of this? We just meet each other, we cool and that whatever else. And secondly, if I'm in a situation where, man, she looks pretty decent, and yeah, I'm gonna tell you what really happens too. This is a real life situation, can really happen. I've seen this, of course. Someone to be in your ear, man. I don't know about her, dog. Man, this and that, blah blah blah. You will have your buddy or your partner or your family member talk you out of a good thing. Talk you out of some stuff. And next thing you know what? Your partner, your family member slide right on up too. They slide right up on you. You know what I mean? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So I just think that we are in a way, in an era, in a space where the man, the heterosexual man, is in a good place where he can pick and choose, but he still got to choose wisely, because if he want to be a person that's, off the chain, or he want to be reckless, he can. Because I guess if you're in your early 20s or 18s, you can do what you want to, but I don't know.
Yeah. So Charmaine said, so it's only matters what the man is attracted to, not what women are drawn to.
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely. James Brown said it's a man's word. That's what James Brown said.
A man is not drawn to what a woman has accomplished or what she has, because for one reason and one reason only. We men, and we can go out, get out here and get it just the same way that she did.
You know something? I've had this conversation with May many times. I know May educated, whatever case it may be, but May, you're not a man. So, and I'm not knocking your womanhood, but May, you may think it's all about this. I'm gonna tell you, one of the smartest things in the world, what's his name? Are the Tate brothers. She could be the dumbest person in the world, but if she not shut her mouth and do what that brother want her to do, guess what? She's gonna have a private jet. She's gonna have him high-end meals. She's gonna live in his house. She's gonna have him high-end cars. You know why? Because she knows how to give that man that peace that man is looking for. Plus, she's fine. I'm gonna tell you something. You can be the dumbest motherfucker in the world, but if you treat me the way I want to be treated, and you my eye candy, because I don't care. Oprah got a lot of money, but Oprah couldn't pay me. She could not pay me. She ain't got enough money for me to have no sex with her. I'll be a broke, hungry ass brother.
Man, hey, Jay, we reset. Read what she said.
Auntie.
Reset.
Reese said, just because he's attracted to me doesn't mean I'm attracted to.
Man, I'm telling you, she's part bulldog and part girl, man. I'm telling you, man.
Hey, Lamont. Somebody say I'm not trying to be a man. Hold on, I'm not trying to be a man, but Jay put my first comment. What the
What's comment she talking about? What's she talking about, Jay?
I told y'all spell check. She better drink some coffee. Her spell check ain't working.
Man, see, she got that blunt going. Put the blunt down, man. So, man, we love you, Charmaine.
I don't know what the hell you talking about.
Put the blunt down, Charmaine. We love you.
Hey,
May, we ain't give you that hard time last week, May.
No, we ain't get. Well, we're going to the next one. No, that's fun. Hey, when I seen a video, right? The actual video was like 10 minutes, but I shortened it up to three minutes. It's basically what it's saying is 5 reasons why men fail. And I agree everything that man. Well, some of them I didn't, but I agree with most.
How many of them was it that women fail? But they had about 10 of them.
It's not about that right now. This is about.
Oh, okay, I'm just asking.
Okay. What we get?
Go ahead.
All right, here we go.
This is why men fail real bad in life. Number 1, chasing women. A lot of men lose money because they chase women. And the problem is with chasing women is you lose a lot of opportunities. I'm going to tell you something. A lot of men are broke that chase women. Broke men chase women. Men that are about their bread don't chase women. Let's just call it what it is. When you're about your bread, I want to be the very bad news, but more women chase you. And that's the truth of the matter. Again, you will lose a lot of money chasing women, but you will never lose women chasing money. I'm going to be honest with you, more women want men who are about their coins. So I suggest, wake up. Number 2, forgetting to chase purpose. A lot of men aren't chasing their purpose. See, they're so focused on anything and everything that don't matter that they can't see the things that matter. When you constantly not chasing your purpose, anything and everything becomes your purpose. You're easily distracted. Why? You're talking about things that don't matter. You're chasing, going to places that don't matter and spending money in places that don't matter. So you'll never ever get to the magnitude of what you can get to when you're not pursuing your purpose. A man is designed to chase purpose. Chase your purpose. Number 3, getting into the wrong relationship. I'm going to tell you something. A lot of times men date women that distract them from the things that they can be getting to. If you constantly sitting back every day trying to fix a woman and make her something you're never going to become who you could be. A man is not designed to nurture a woman into becoming something great. A man is designed to actually pursue his purpose, and the woman is supposed to add value to the man becoming the greatest version of himself. Notice that the men that always worry about fixing women, they're the ones that lose the most, because a man is not designed to do that. And that's a harsh reality. Again, become the best provider that you could possibly be, and you become the best version of yourself. Number 4, living beyond your means. You're stretching yourself to the points where you can't even reach because of the fact that you want people to perceive you to be at a level you're not. I'm going to tell you something. If women don't entertain you because of the fact that you don't look like you have money, so be it. At the end of the day, she's not in your pockets. Don't allow a woman to get in your pockets to make you stretch yourself financially somewhere where you can't be. Because I'm going to tell you something. Notice that the broke women are always the women that call men broke. The broke women are always the women that call men broke. So stop worrying about the fact that a woman gonna call you broke if you can't stretch yourself financially with someone you can't go. It's not that you can't do it, it's that you're not willing to do it because of the fact that it financially don't make sense. When you're trying to become this great man, you have to be conscious that every decision you make financially will either A, put you forward or put you backwards. And the more you keep wasting more money, the more you'll be put backwards. 5, dating down. See, I'm gonna tell you something. You can't be inferior to date women that have their life together, because I'm going to be honest with you. It is more feasible for a woman to challenge a man to go up in life because of the fact that women have a gift of nurturing. A man that understands this will always date up or even equivalent to where he is in life. Because I'm going to tell you something, if you keep dating down, you're going to keep losing. And the reason why you're going to keep losing is because when you try to change, you'll see that it's so hard to make a woman something they're not. Most women are who they are earlier than men. Men can change later in life than a lot of women. And why I say this is because a woman usually comes motivated. Every time I've met women who usually aren't about nothing, they stay like that for life. Right? So I suggest if you want to be the greatest version of yourself, be wise and don't chase women. And
don't let that go over your head.
That was deep.
Very deep. Yeah, hey, it was more, but it was just too long. What the ones everything he said, I agree with. You know, a lot of those men are not chasing our purpose. We too busy trying to chase this woman, or we too busy trying to impress these women, because a lot of women are just chasing the money. You know, so I agree with that a lot. I do. What y'all got to think about that?
The one that really hit home with me was number 3. Trying to make somebody something that they just have no intentions they do not intend to be. I still struggle right now today. I can definitely be accountable for that, of dealing with that. And you know, it's crazy. I guess it's better. I guess it's better late than never. But learning how to let go, for me.
Right.
I guess it's when it's something that you want it so bad. And what I mean by that is, I'm not talking about no money. I'm not talking about no materialistic. I'm talking about trying to make that family a family, and it just wasn't physical. It wasn't possible. I'll never forget. You know, kind of talking about that. I remember I cried. My baby girl, I didn't have custody of her yet, but I had her, but I didn't have legal custody of her yet, technically. And I remember she was about a little bit over a year old, about 18 months old. And I remember crying, and I asked God, why me? Why is it that I'm trying to put, a part down her head for pigtails? And it took me about an hour to do it. But now, 15 years or 13 years later, I don't question that no more. Today, I took my little girl to let her see her mom. It was just part of me picking her up in the semi truck. We went down, and I gave her mom a key or whatever case may be. And my daughter didn't want to have nothing to do with her mom. Not nothing I've said negative to her about her mother. But I talked to her the day before I came to the park. And my daughter was like, Daddy, it just ain't the same. And it's the same stuff over and over and over again. This is a 15-year-old. And when I reflect on that, like on my daughter's birthday, her birthday was the 3rd, but we celebrated Saturday. All of a sudden, Mom wanted to try to make herself the center of attention. So me as the dad, now I wasn't a complete a-hole like I normally would be, because my patience for nonsense is very short. But I told her, today is not about you. This is my daughter's day, our daughter's day. And if it meant that much to you, you could have came out here and been part of it. And I told her, don't call her no more till later on the day, because she don't need to worry about you. This is her day. And I knew that my baby really appreciated that, because she almost cried. And one of the things my daughter shared, I haven't put it on social media, but she was like, about a year ago, she was in a bad spot to where she wanted to take her life. And when we talk about money, I was making, not grossing, I was bringing home $300,000 a year. When I had brought home $277,000 by October the 18th. And when we think about that money, and I think about I almost lost my child, but I'm gonna tell you, don't none of that shit mean nothing when you try to make somebody something that they're not.
Yeah.
And the hardest thing I've ever had to do was walk away from that. And even though you walk away from that, you don't want that person to hurt. But I'm telling you from my heart, I love my daughter more than anything else in the world. And I knew it was best to leave that toxicity alone in order for me to be there and to raise my child. And I'm gonna tell you the truth, it's hard and it's a struggle. And I pray a lot about it, because it tears me up.
Hey.
I'm done.
Wow. Hey.
Well, look.
I can really say I can relate to everything that you're going through, my brother.
Yeah.
My story is something similar. I got custody of my daughter when she was 10. I got custody of my son when he was 4. Their mother had a real bad drug habit. And my daughter for years didn't want anything to do with her mom, didn't want to talk to her mom, and resented the fact that people would say, "Man, you look just like your mother."
Mm-hmm.
And as she got older, I never kept her away from my mom. I told her mom was always there, and you know, for the first few years, she used to call, used to try to harp on me a lot about what I was doing or how I was raising my child in my house. And I used to tell her all the time, dude, you're not in no position to question anything that's going on over here. If that was that important to you, then you would try to be involved in your kid's life. And you know, it took a while for me to realize that if she could, she would be there because her kids was the most important thing to her. You know, and my son, he really didn't want to go around his mother because he really didn't know her. And unfortunately, you know, she passed away 2 years ago or whatever. And but my daughter was able to make peace with her mom. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So along with with that being said, as men get older, we always want to search for purpose, but sometimes purpose just happens. So all my purpose was to try to lead by example. You know, at that age, you got a child, you know, 15, 16 years old. The first thing they want to do is just quit. School was too hard, you know what I'm saying? I'm getting ready. I'm going to drop out and I can do this and stuff like that. So that's not an option for me.
That's right.
So what I done was I led by example. I went back to college, got 2 degrees. And
Go ahead, brother.
And I told my daughter, if I can do this right here at 40 plus years old,
right,
you don't have no excuses.
None.
She graduated from high school, and now, you know, she's on the verge of graduating from the University of Louisville. Try to get her to go to Kentucky, but it just didn't work out.
Oh. She made a good decision. Y'all can't even keep a basketball coach. She made a good decision. Louisville, baby.
Neither can y'all, but you know, I graduated. I graduated from U of L too, so I really can't say too much.
Okay, then all right.
And Charmaine say, "Go, Rob."
Well, look. I'm gonna give Rob some pub, but I'm gonna give myself some pub. But no, I'm messing with you, Rob. Wildcat fan, U of L graduate. That's all contradictory. But we go back when he was called something else. But anyway,
Big Mont. I'm still known as Big Mont.
Look, he's always gonna be Big Mont. That's all I'm gonna say. So I'm gonna say this: discovering your purpose is one thing.
Right.
You have to understand what your purpose is.
Yeah.
So I'm saying this. So once you discover what exactly what you are trying to be, let's say in life, a parent, because everybody here has got children. So, man, I give kudos to everybody on here as being genuine fathers that step up. So no one can say Negroes don't take care of their kids.
Man, say that again.
Right. Take a snapshot of this screen right now. It's 4 real men, black men, that take care of their children. So I don't want to hear this shit no more that Negroes don't take care of their children. Right. That is a dumb, dead issue. That's first thing. Yeah. Second, I'm talking to 2 men that did it by themselves. Now, y'all are anomalies. Both you and Lamont are anomalies, but taking care of your children by yourself.
Yeah, right.
So that doesn't happen. Take a snapshot of that, of 2 men that are taking care of children by themselves. No one talks about that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's some real stuff. And I say to mine, man, getting emotional and really sharing that tonight, man, that was real. But I'm telling you right now, I'm gonna tell you right now, that helped somebody, man. Yeah. Somebody right now is going through something similar right now, and they needed that from somebody that's a little bit older that came on the other side of it. You know what I'm saying? That has succeeded. Same way with you, Rob. They didn't came from the other side of it. But I'm on this side saying this. Once you discover what you want to do, so like for me, going to college, pre-Google, pre-internet, so getting college educated, because I think if the internet and Google was around when I went to college to get my degrees, I would be a PhD, MIT, all of that stuff. I would be, because I'm saying it's so much different, it's so much easier now for a college degree. Am I not telling the truth?
Yes, sir.
Because how about this? I'll be honest. Y'all be truthful and I'll leave us alone. How many people that we grew up with or you grew up with that couldn't even read and write now have MBAs or MAs or got degrees?
A whole lot of them.
Let me say you this, Kelly.
Go ahead.
Growing in high school, middle school, I couldn't read. I couldn't do math. I
don't mean cut you off, Jay. I don't mean cut you off.
Shorty. You ain't by
yourself. No, hold on, Jay. I ain't cutting you off.
I taught myself how to read.
No, hold on, Jay. I'm not cutting you off. Now back then, because I'm saying you young enough, but years ago, there wasn't a lot of things in place to deal with disabilities. Now you weren't dyslexic, have all the disabilities, did you?
No.
Hey, he might have been like me. He might have been like me, Kelly. I was in tutoring. I had reading comprehension.
I you know when they come and get you?
Okay. Now look, when you was in tutoring, what was you doing in tutoring?
I was reading. That's how I learned how to read.
Oh, okay.
You went for 30 minutes per hour.
Okay.
I went to a library and thanks to that Miss Shona.
Yeah.
I come from a small town. And she took her time to meet every Thursday, every Wednesday and Thursday. I came to her and she helped me learn to read. And I took books home and I learned myself. I started to dictionary and everything.
Right. No, I wasn't saying all that to discourage. I'm just saying. No. I'm saying this not to talk about you and Lamont. I'm talking about if the things was in play now. Mm-hmm. That was in play in the early 90s, man, I'm telling you, I got 15 of them things and we never would have met, I promise you. Right. I promise. But I have 15 of them things. 15 of them.
Because they would come to your class.
Man, I have 15 of them. No, look, not I'm the smartest one in the room, but I'm saying, then you had to actually go get something. You had to go get the book. You had to actually do the work. Now I just type in something and I already got the answer.
Well,
man, I already got the answer. I ain't got to research nothing.
Kelly, we had to go and get the Encyclopedia Britannica. You remember that?
Right,
you had to go and check it out. You had to photocopy it. Photocopy it, and then you had to go home and write your own from it.
Man, look, I got to read it. I got to get Rob because fuck all that. I got to get Mont pub because when I saw Mont with a master's degree, I tell you right now, I got to give him kudos in pub because when I seen that, considering Mont from where I know Mont from, I gotta give it to him. And I'm being honest on this public platform. We got to give it to him because he got to give it to himself. Because how about this? Did you ever think you have a master's degree? Let's be clear, bro.
No.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. So we got to give it up. We got to give it up. But I'm saying, I don't think men.
If my daughter had not have been born, you know what I would be doing.
I know. But I'm saying we got to give that up to us as men.
As men.
Right. As men, as black men. This platform, Lamont, you got your own business. You doing your thing. Lamont, man. You're trying to make graduate level.
I'm change my job, man. I'm tired of
But I'm saying, you got to change your job so you can be home. Man, graduate level, doing your thing. Jay, you doing your thing. I'm doing my thing. I'm saying.
We know Jay doing his thing, though. We know Jay doing his thing.
Hey, look, Jay buys something new every day. Look, he got the disco lights on.
Hey, look, let me tell you something. Every money I get, it goes into this house.
Hey,
and yeah, so your gear is going into your house, right? You right?
But I'm saying, but that's responsible. If you're doing something going to your house, that's an investment. That's an investment.
Yeah.
That's responsible.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah,
we not missing a comment from P. I gotta say it.
Hey, you gotta go. You gotta go back to a couple people. Who?
Yeah, I gotta go back.
You go. Yeah, you go back. Go back. Couple.
We're from Taria, but P. P said what? P said what about chasing the woman you want?
Who's P? First of all, who's P?
Yeah, that's Reed husband.
Oh,
Sometimes you can chase. Sometimes you can chase the one you want, but like T said, like Riri said, it might not be the one that wants you.
Right.
Right.
Plus on top of that, you know, just keeping it 100. A woman loves somebody who's persistent.
True.
But man, my patience is short.
Persistence turn around and will empty your pockets quick.
Man.
Quick.
Hey man. Hey, but see, here's the key. Here's the key. Here's where women mess up. So it's like a dog. You know how you give a dog when a dog sits? You give it a treat, rub his head. How you put the treat in front of it, and then it sits, and you let him nibble on it.
Right.
A lot of people, men and women, don't know how to give that treat. Hey, that's a good boy. I know it sounds bad, but think about what I'm saying.
But
keep me interested.
Yeah.
Right.
Hey,
but see, we have an award on our brain. We have a part of our brain that's an award system.
Because my attention span is very short, as y'all probably already seen. But keep me motivated. I mean, seriously. But they don't not do that. I ain't gonna keep being the one to call you. Your phone work like my phone work.
What you tell me? Thank you, Rob, for what? Thank you, Rob, for what? Jay?
About P's comment.
Oh, okay. I'm going to say what Rob say about P. Okay.
Hey,
all right, P.
There's a lot of women. Just keeping it 100. There's a lot of women that that's one of their turn-ons. As for a man to be,
I ain't got the patience for that. My patience is short. I'm old. I might die tomorrow.
But I say this: that individual is looking for the next fix, almost like drugs. They're looking for the next fix. So if I can't get this fix, I'm gonna get something out of the next one.
But you also got to keep in mind, some men don't mind doing it.
Oh, absolutely.
If they want that thing bad enough, they'll go above and beyond. And then once they turn around and they get it, and they find out, it ain't always
look. I would say this: we don't want to give up too much game because we finna give up somebody's play if we keep talking. If we keep talking, we'll give up somebody's play.
But hell, we all over 40 now, so it really.
Well, okay, well then, bumper.
Here's what people.
I'm 35.
Except one of us.
Here's what people don't realize. If God is good to us as black men, average age is 71. So if you look at it, I got 21 years and about 6 months and some days left. If God is good to me.
Absolutely.
So I'm very blunt. I'm very to the point. Because either you can roll with it, you can't, you don't, I don't, whatever. So people can't deal with the truth.
I would say this: we get back to what our parents, grandparents, and OGs, whoever instilled certain things in us, right? So, like for me, my father's telling him be 80, right? So, two things he always say, man. He's like, man, you need to have your own, and you have to be able to learn how to cook, boy, because you're gonna get tired at McDonald's, not McDonald's, McDonald's.
Yeah.
So, man, I don't know, y'all probably heard it from when y'all grandparents, older folk in your family. They didn't say McDonald's, they said McDonald's. Yeah, so that was always stuck in my head because I remember in my 20s, early 20s and mid 20s, having to go get in my truck or my car to go pick up people getting thrown out. Hey man, come get me, man. Oh girl, man, she tripping. So now I got to load all your stuff up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And let's say to my mind that I'm not gonna know, that's not gonna ever happen to me. because of what I listened to my father. And I'm saying, as men, instilling in men and women, because look, girls too, hey, what are you gonna settle for? What you gonna deal with? You know what I'm saying? This the tricks and trades. This is how stuff is, how stuff's not. You have to catch yourself in a trick bag. You know what I'm saying? So I never was caught in that. And I be 51 coming up. So it is what it is. I just think that it to each his own. But life choices are truly choices. Yep. You really choose stuff. Like you choose the mate. Look, if you get that red flag or get that thing where it's saying something that, man, something about this is not right. You know what? 9 times out of 10, it's not right.
Right.
I mean, sometimes you just got to go with what your gut is telling you. But you think, man, she fine, bro. She fine. Hey, but it is what it is. I want Jay, SJ, and Amon, the players. So y'all hand y'all business.
Hey, I'm just let me say something, man. I'm just having fun. I was domesticated for 17 years, man.
But now you free. Now you free falling. Like the song, free falling.
Hey, Rob.
Now you're free falling.
No, thank you. Consistency is what got her.
What happened? We say, Jay, what happened?
I'm just responding to what Rob said. That with his comment about P. He said consistency is what got her with P.
Okay.
And then we got 3 more videos to get through, and they real short.
Okay.
All right, let's get it. And Charmaine, we gonna get to your comments, girl. Good Lord. Good Lord.
If you got 80% of everything you wanted in a partner, would you be happy? Would you think that was fantastic? And the vast majority of men were like, 80%? Fuck yeah, that's incredible. Then they asked a large group of women, if you got 80% of what you wanted in your partner, would you be happy? And the vast majority of women said, no, 80%, that's being settling. Let's look at another survey. Let's look at the 40 million people that are on dating apps. You said before that men and women are the same and that they only want to date the top 5%, and that is not true. The top 10% of men on dating apps get 63% of right swipes. The top 43% of women get the top 63% of right swipes. The top 40% of men get 96% of right swipes on dating apps. It is so skewed towards the top 4.5% of men on dating apps for men, but for women, it's the top 45% of women. It's not even close. But my point is, her point was that we saw it the same, and it's not true. Men are happy with an 80% solution, and women find an 80% solution to be settling. That's the issue we're saying.
And so my take on my whole thing is, why do they feel like if I get a woman and she got 80% everything now I need, you never gonna get 100%, never, out of anyone, never. So
I beg to differ.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I beg to differ because when you turn around and you meet that girl, or a woman meets that man, they get 100%. I guarantee you that when you meet a girl, you never say to your friends, to your buddies, yeah, she's got this, and this, but she don't have this. Mm-hmm. We all, men and women, when we turn around and we meet a woman and we get with a woman, the first thing that comes out of our mouth is she's everything that I wanted in a woman, which means you giving her 100%. At the honeymoon stage, that percentage starts going down.
Right. So how about this?
To 80,
yeah,
to 70, to 65,
yeah,
to 50,
man, to 12.
What is the odd of now in today's world that somebody's getting 100%? But mostly it's if you even get 80% in the dating world now. You know what I'm saying?
But how about,
go ahead, Kelly.
No, I mean cut you off, Jay. But real quick, how about this though? The root word is settling. Settle and settle in. Mm-hmm. I think we gloss over that word. Because we're talking about a percentage, we're talking about 80, 50, 100. At some point, if you're going to be in a committed relationship with anybody, you are settling for whatever it is, no matter if it's 100, 50, 50, 80, 20, whatever. You are settling. You follow what I'm saying?
And I agree.
So what I'm saying is, he's talking about the percentage of women to men. We already talked about earlier tonight. We get that. So it's the man. Honestly, really is settling for real.
Yeah.
Because we can have way more options.
Indeed.
To settle now, but we're still settling. We're settling. When you settle down, you're settling. Because we want to make that word settling a bad word. I'm not settling for this. I'm not settling for that. Once you actually be with one person, you are settling.
And that's true.
By definition, you're settling. Somebody put a paragraph up there. Who was that?
Yeah.
Somebody talking bad to Rob.
Because I was trying to read that.
I think it was for Rob. That's a whole paragraph.
All right. Rob, that's yours. Go ahead. That's for you.
Go ahead, Rob.
Most men's attention span is short. I have never chased any woman my whole life until I encountered the woman that became my second wife. She's the only one, 100. All of these other women in my life before have chased me. I just went through it with flaws. Unfortunately, she is cut off.
I got you. Wait.
Oh no, she died. She died. He said she is ascended. She has ascended. I miss her so. She passed away. She passed away. Yeah.
Prayers to you. Prayers to you.
Condolences, Joseph Young. Condolences, Joseph Young.
Yeah, but I mean, that still just goes back to what I say. When a man meets or gets with a woman, it's 100%. She's everything that he's been looking for in a woman. And we don't ask for much.
No.
We don't care about financial status or nothing like that. The only thing that we care about is, can she cook? She treat us right. She talk to us with respect. She don't disrespect us, especially don't disrespect us around our friends, our family.
Man, there you go.
And she's gonna give me the same kind of love that I'm gonna give her. That's all we ask for.
Yeah, men are I feel like men are very simple.
Straightforward.
As men, and what I'm about to say, as men, tell me if I'm wrong, because I could be wrong. I feel like a lot of times men are very simple. They just want the simple things in life.
Right.
But relationships is complicated because a lot of women are complicated.
Right.
So, you know what I'm saying?
I'm with you. You're right. But I say this.
I'm not going to say that I'm not going to even specify that on just women. I'm going to say we as humans make simple things way more complicated than what they should be.
Yeah.
Okay, so Auntie Reed said, "How long do honeymoon phase on stage last?"
A honeymoon stage is anywhere from 90 days to 180 days.
Man, 14 days to 37 days.
But see,
what are you talking about? 90 days, 14 days to 37 days.
I'm talking about now. Like if you turn around,
no. Let's be real.
If you filling a woman out,
yes.
Yeah.
And them first 14, 37 days, you know she got some sense.
I'm talking about if you when you get in a relationship. The honeymoon
okay. Relationship. Okay.
From 90 days to 6 months. Because then after that, that's when you start seeing stuff start to fall off. You know, a woman will turn around and tell you, they'll ask you, how much sex do you want?
Right.
us
much
in
as
our
I can get.
30s, 40s, and 50s, we like if I get at least 3 times a week, I'm straight.
Right.
Right.
So
Right.
for 90 days, you might get it 3 times a week. You might even
Right.
get it twice on Saturdays.
Right.
But then
Right.
next
Right.
thing you know, you're getting it twice a week. Next thing you know, you're getting it once every 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And then you ain't getting it at all.
And
But here's
then,
the thing. Here's the
And then,
thing that
and then,
brothers.
and then they gonna ask you who you been with.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So Charmaine said settling sounds like unfulfilled.
Now look, Brittany, she
No,
said settling
cause
sound
see,
familiar. But her
cause
man,
see,
look.
Oh shit! I
Man,
didn't see the rest of it.
cause
yeah.
see, with men, we don't consider it settling.
So yeah,
We consider it being content. I'm content with
content.
what's going on.
And but
But
men,
but but
men
but,
get
but,
authority
but she's saying settling sounds unfulfilled. So
unfulfilled.
being content in her eyesight is unfulfilled. So do you not want me to be with you with one individual? I mean, that make she gotta come back. She gotta come back comment on that.
Yeah.
All right.
She gotta come back.
But here's something that a lot of people don't think about either. You can tell a lot about a woman the next time, especially my brother Jay, go to a store, go to Walmart, and then look at the kind of women are in there
Oh,
on a Saturday morning, before noon, and then go to Target and look what kind of women's in there. Kroger's. It is a different caliber of woman that's in them stores. And I'm gonna tell you something else you can tell about that too. Y'all might think it's nonsense, but my white homeboy put me on that. Look in their basket, you can tell who cooks and who microwaves shit by what's in their basket.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right.
right.
But I'm gonna
You're
tell you
right.
when I'm not on. There's no reason in the world for you to wear a fucking bonnet on your fucking head and you going out in public. That's
I
just my
can't
mind.
stand that. I can't stand that.
There's no reason in the world for you to wear pajamas when you're going out in public. I remember one day my daughter said, "Daddy, can I wear?" Matter of fact, her mother told her, "Ask your daddy." And she asked me a question. I'm like, "Who you talking to?" I said, "You got to be talking to one of your friends."
Right,
I can
right.
deal with you putting your hat, tying your hair up, and putting a hat on, a ball cap. But if you wear a bonnet out of my house, I'm gonna whoop your behind back into the house. So where we do that at?
Yeah, but
Oh,
typically, if you see a woman on a Saturday morning with a bonnet on in Walmart or Target, she's trying to find her outfit for later on that night.
I don't care. Take that when you walk out the door. You take that off.
Hey,
But
you can take
anyway,
that walk. You better put in the ponytail.
Auntie said content is settling.
So being content is settling. All right, but what? Tell her ass P.
But see, men don't settle.
No,
We're just content with how things are.
As I'm guessing, Charmaine talking about the whole 80%. If we settle for the, I guess she just talking about the daggone 80%. If we want to stay with the 80%, so we selling.
Hold on, what she say? She said no. That what I say was the word settle for 80% sounds better if you use the word compromise. Okay, so
It doesn't matter what words you use. It
So
still
would that make her feel better if we say compromise? Okay, Charmaine. I'm compromising instead of settling or being content. Is that better?
Remember,
I don't go for all that.
Hold on, you know what, man? Hold on, man. You said it right. We deal with Maine. We love you, Maine. We love you.
Yeah, I don't go for all that. Because I don't go for all that because I use the words. Because guess what? If you use that, you use the same. They got the same definition. You just want to control the word. That's all. That's what you're trying to do. It still means the same. To me, anyway, it still means the same.
No,
absolutely.
Not to me, because I mean, if I'm content with 80%, how am I compromising? There ain't nothing to compromise about.
We already came to a decision.
I see that this is all this woman is going to offer me is 80%. She's not going, or she's giving me 100%, but now she's done dropped down because of certain things that she's just not doing.
Okay.
Like she was doing when we first got together. So she does 80% of it. So you know what I'm saying. I can't expect her to go out there and cut the grass every week when she cut it the first day that she was heard. You know, I'll take that.
Right.
But that's not no compromise. I know that's what she's willing to offer is 80%. That's not a compromise. A compromise to me is, baby, you need to step your game up and get it up to her. And if you get it up to her, then I'm gonna start doing this. That's a compromise.
Yeah. Hey, Kelly, read Terrell's comment.
Do y'all prefer to choose your mate or be chosen? Does either have more weight over the other? Are we talking about some pimp stuff? Because if you're a pimp, you're being chosen. If you're a pimp, now is she talking about Goldie? Is she talking about Goldie? Your B tells me. What is Reed talking about right now?
I don't know, man.
Is she talking about Goldie? Stick yourself, Tony.
Oh Lord,
stick yourself.
Here we go. He go big bully Charmaine.
Oh Lord. Y'all just won't disagree because yes, the compromise is a better word, but content is settling, a selling word. But that's clove talk. Okay. Clove talk. Okay. I think she wanted to be confrontational. I see. Jay, get the next video, man. We get man. We getting out track. Get the next video.
These last ones are very short. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
so
okay.
Yeah, they go ahead.
Yeah.
All right.
Healing is not permanent because you can still get triggered. And so I can feel something, but because I'm on a journey, I know I need to take a minute. I'll know if I'm triggered by something. I'll be like, wait a minute, Tab, you about to react in a way that you shouldn't react. Yeah. You didn't work too hard on this. Yeah. Right? Healing.
That was real short. It's basically saying healing is never permanent. So you have to work on it all day, every day.
I agree with that.
Yeah, absolutely. Because I'm saying minute things can trigger you and put you right back in a space where you was in a dark place. I mean, it don't really take a whole lot for you to go back to something that you were before you actually would start the healing process to begin with. Right. And the thing about that is, it could be an individual that can trigger you. That's your past relationship. You might see her, but like, man, I can't believe. Or someone will tell you, how about this? And y'all y'all have seen this. Man, I saw such and such, man. And man, she was looking all right, man. I remember, man, back in the day, you was blah, blah, blah. And you like, Negro, why are you telling me about, you know, whoop, because are you trying to stir up some stuff and that I didn't got over? And that'll be men doing that to you. You know what I'm saying? It won't be a female. And your whole thing will be like, is that guy or that person really on my side? Because that triggered something in my emotion that I thought I put away, but it brought up something from, you know what I'm saying, from way along that was in the past.
Right.
Well, I know there's a lot of individuals that are in relationships or have been in relationships, get out of one and feel like that they need to get right back into another and jump into that relationship and haven't healed from the first. So I give you a little story. I had an ex-girlfriend, loved her to death.
Mm-hmm.
We was together for 4 years. Got out of the relationship with her, and then me, I jumped right into another relationship. Didn't know exactly what I wanted at that time. I hadn't healed from my first one.
Right.
But I was in love with my second one. So, you know, me being at that time I was a student at U of L, and you know, U of L students, they get $15 tickets. Go to a football game. Ex-girlfriend was her. So we sitting together having drinks and everything like that. my woman at the time knew that I was at this football game, and she's like, "Who you with?" Like, I ain't with nobody. I'm with Junebug. That's who I was with.
Mm-hmm.
Please tell me why they posted my picture on ESPN
Oh, damn.
on the Titantron, and my ex-girlfriend was sitting next to me.
Oh, shoot. Hey, that was busting a big way.
Man, there was no denying what happened. She was like,
You couldn't even say, I wasn't even there.
Couldn't say nothing.
I seen you on TV. But I just, for real, there's a lot of people that have been in relationships, whether they were good or bad, they ended on the wrong way, and they didn't take that time to heal. Or in some instances, some people have actually needed to go and talk to somebody to try to find some form of meaning and try to make peace with their past relationships in order for them to blossom into new ones, and then they don't do it, so they automatically throw up this barrier, or they see signs in the new person or whatever that has them throw up this wall, or they're not going to give their all to the relationship, or worst case scenario, they don't measure up to their ex relationships and his standards or whatever, and they just don't work.
Right. I feel that. Okay. So we got one more video. It says 15 seconds, and then Mr. Kelly, I want you to give us a good word for the closing.
All right. Okay.
Good word. All right. And this video here for all the men. I want all the men out there, take this in and take this with you and live by this.
You better stop down yourself. Let these poor ass motherfuckers make you feel like you ain't the mother. Like you ain't got no mother motion. You is the mother motion.
Yeah, take that with you.
You went Players Hall with that one, didn't you?
Hey.
I don't know if I needed for that my introductory speaker for me to be the last speaker of the night. I don't know if I wanted Players for that one, man. Man, I wasn't gonna come hard like that. but look, I guess I would say in conclusion, we have to be aware of what we're willing to take. First and foremost, we have to understand what boundaries look like. We have to understand what being in a relationship looks like. We also got to look like what manhood looks like, because a lot of us examples of manhood have looked like different things, and fatherhood and being sons and being uncles and being daddies and being brothers has been different things. But I also look at it this way. At some point, each individual man has to take accountability of their own actions. You have to be responsible for what you do. And if you make a choice or make a decision on something, you got to stand on it, no matter what it is. And we got two examples on tonight that they took accountability and responsibility and took their children themselves. That's uncommon. And I think that a lot of us can give them kudos and take that as admiration for what I should be doing in my own life. Because as long as I'm looking to be something more than what I'm actually doing, I can be something more than what I am. And I'll leave it at that.
Hey, That's deep. That's real deep right there. Hey, this is the end of the Shorty Logic podcast for this week. You know, hey, y'all like, share, comment, tell us what y'all like, give us y'all ups and downs. You know, just share it so we can get this going. Get more. Tell us the things y'all want to hear.
May 21st, Shaft Representative, vote Kelly Gibson, re-elect me, Shaft City Council.
Got it. And we out of here, all right?
Appreciate you.